Well, howdy folks, and welcome back to the garage. The much rumored rework of the mines map is finally here, and I've got the lowdown on the major changes here for you. The very first thing you're going to notice is that Cap has been removed from the hill area and is now behind hill in the northeast. Sticking with the pattern of recent map revamps, Cap is a very dangerous place to be, with multiple shooting lanes allowing shell fire into it. In fact, both teams can fire into Cap from their respective spawn areas, believe it or not. It will be necessary for the teams to engage in combat before capping in order to reduce the number of enemies shooting into Cap from different directions. In the previous versions of Mines, Hill was always a major confrontation area, and I don't think that will change for a few different reasons. One, it's still extremely valuable to your team to hold this high ground as it shoots into Cap and into both teams' transit lanes to Cap, as well as into each team's spawn areas, although in a little more limited fashion than the previous version. This is due to the increased amount of hardcover on hilltop, which, while it does offer better protection for those on the hilltop, it also reduces the number of places to fire from. This in turn will make it more predictable for the enemy team, allowing them to focus their guns on certain likely areas where you might be, instead of waiting for you to be spotted and then focusing their guns. The second reason is that there is a very pronounced ridgeline cutting the lobby area of the hill in half, which will allow for some fun peekaboo battles here. This is an area that is not Soviet medium friendly, as they do not possess the gun depression to fight in this area effectively. They got to expose too much of their hull to get shots off. The third reason this will be an attractive area for combat is that it has been closed off on the west side with hard cover, protecting it from snipers who would loiter in the lighthouse area. The lighthouse area will likely see many furious battles between vehicles with low gun depression as they attempt to flank the other team's hill positions. Flanking around hill via the Cap position is also a viable route, but I have a feeling it won't be used as often as the lighthouse route. The lighthouse is no longer the sniper's paradise that allowed battles on the hill to be influenced from this position, as Wargaming's map designers seem to have gone to pretty great lengths to isolate the hill battle area, and I think that's great, as it should promote some great action there. The map is still friendly towards TDs, though, with some long-distance shooting lanes and still a few decent positions to snipe from that offer good cover for your hull and only requiring a minimum of your turn to be exposed for shooting. I've also noticed that the two sneaky back doors into the hilltop area that very speedy vehicles with excellent power to weight ratios that used to be able to exploit, they're gone. No more back doors into hilltop, or at least not that I can see anyway. Overall, Mines hasn't changed that drastically, but enough, I think, so that battles will be won and lost for much different reasons than they were in the previous version. Mobile mediums and lights will rule the west side lighthouse area as they attempt to flank the hill to get behind their enemies. And you won't see many TDs over there either, as they can't shoot into the hill lobby area any longer from that position. TDs, I think, are going to hang back closer to their own spawn, as from here they can shoot across the lighthouse area. They can shoot people on the hill who are exposing too much of their hull on the center ridgeline. They can still shoot into the hilltop area, and they can shoot into the cap zone. Why move and expose yourself to more danger? Well, folks, that's my quick preview of the changes to the Mines map. While they don't really change the appearance of the map too much, no new textures, no new stationary items on the ground, I am looking forward to this new version. I think the gameplay is going to be a lot of fun. Well, folks, there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. If you really enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments. As well, be sure to visit my social media pages, both on Facebook and Twitter. This is where I post info that, well, not belonging in a video, it's worth taking a look at. I would also like to give a shout out to my Patreon supporters. You folks are making a huge difference for me. If you like what I do and enjoy the community all of us humans are building, please consider supporting the mission via my Patreon page. There are quite a few options with varying levels of support. Maybe one of them will suit you. Links to all things in the video description. Alright folks, thanks very much for stopping by and watching. I'll catch you next time.